Hi everyone. In the last session, we understood the basics of what is CloudWatch Synthetic, and we also explored a demo on how to use CloudWatch Synthetic to monitor AWS fundamental website is up and running. So before we go to today's session, I just wanted to introduce myself. Myself, Ranjini Ganeshan. I work as a senior software developer in Trellix. Today, we will be seeing how to use CloudWatch Synthetics for multi-step login. So we will also have a demo on how to use this for a Facebook application. So when I say multi-step login, so what is multi-step login? So multi-step login when you have to log into a website using a username and password. So today we will see how to do that. And also we will understand the other security consideration which is required for the synthetic checks. Usually we provide the username and password as an environment variable to the synthetic scripts. But in the real time, this is not advisable. CloudWatch scripts, which has a username and password as an environment variables, would be easily exposed to the outside world. Or anybody who has access to CloudTrail will have access to your username and password. And it is also not advisable to manually copy the script and paste it in the inline editor. We should basically call the scripts from S3 buckets. So with all this consideration, today we will explore a demo how to log in using username and password to a Facebook application. For the purpose of this demo, we require few of the prerequisites. Log into our AWS console, create a bucket. I have already created a bucket called as demo CloudWatch Synthetic. So this bucket has the default permissions. So once this bucket is created, click on upload and add file. When you add file, I am going to add a zip file which as demo.py, the workflow. I will explain the workflow later in this demo. So I've just uploaded this file. This folder has the Python synthetic scripts. So later I will explain about the synthetic checks. So I have created the S3 bucket. I need an IAM role. So I'm creating an IAM role. For the IAM role, I need permission for my secret manager and as well for the S3 bucket. So I have created a IAM role called as CloudWatch Synthetics demo, and it has permission for S3 bucket and to read the secrets from the secret manager. So I have created an S3 bucket. I have created an IAM role. So let's create secrets. So I am in the service called as secret manager. So I've already created a secret called as Facebook. So to create a secret, just choose other type of secret and provide the key name and the value. For example, I have created a key called as username and I have given the username as Alex and I have given the password as something. So once you have this, you can use the encryption key as AWS or create a new one and provide the name of the secret. For example, here I have provided name of the secret as Facebook because I'm going to log into the Facebook application. You can give anything you wish and just say next, your secret should be created. Now that I already have this, so let me use this in my script. So let's check how the script works. So I have the script here. So this script has the first 9 lines has the libraries which I wanted to use here. So in case the libraries which you wanted to use is not defaultly available, then you can package them. Package all the dependencies into the zip file and add the Lambda layers. So here line number 11, I have just given the URL which I wanted to log in. And if you see line number 14 to 18, I have the workflow to get the secrets from Secret Manager. And the name of the secret I am passing as an input for this function. So here I'm calling get secret function using Facebook. Facebook is my secret name. And I wanted the key value username and password, which I had created there. So I'm getting the username and password. So once I get the username and password, I'm just using this function to create the screenshots. So I wanted the screenshot for failure, for success, and when my canaries is starting. So I have given true for all this. In case if you do not want, you can pass false. So once I'm logging into this URL, which I have provided here. The URL is facebook.com. And once I am into this page, then I wanted to give the email and I also wanted to input the password. So once I give the user email and the password, I am considering that my workflow is completed. So here I have given this by ID and by pass. So how did I get this? So I'll show you how to get this. So just log in to facebook.com. Okay. So once I log into facebook.com, so I just click here. When you click here, just click on inspect. Once you get inspect, so this, I wanted to inspect my username field. So I'm just clicking here and then say copy and then click on copy element. So once you copy this element, then go, I'm explaining how did I get this element. So here I'm just pasting this element to show you. So here it says, this is my browser elements, right? So from here, I am using ID. So what is the ID here? I'm giving ID as my name by ID. So what is the ID here? So for username, the ID is email. So I am giving email. So by ID, and I have given the ID name as email. Same for password as well. I went there, I gave an inspect, and for password, I had an inspect called as pass. So I had given pass. Okay. So this is how your Selenium WebDriver identifies the fields on your web page. So once you have the script, now that we have all the prerequisites, we have understood how to get those, create those prerequisites and how to write the canary scripts. So let's create the synthetic canaries. To create the synthetic canaries, you have to browse through CloudWatch service. In CloudWatch service, in application signals, we have synthetic canaries. So now that you are in synthetic canary console, click on create canary. So once you click on create canary, click on inline editor. So provide the name of the canary. So I'm going to provide the name of the canary as demo, and I'm going to choose my runtime as Python Selenium. So like I said, I'm going to have security consideration in this canary. So I will say input from S3. And here I have to browse through my script. So this is the bucket which I have created. So I will say python.zip file. So here I have given the zip file. So I won't be providing any environment variables. Like I said, instead of using secret manager, if I use environment variable for exposing the username and password to my Python scripts, then this username and password is recorded in the cloud triad, which is not advisable. And the function starts with handler. Handler is the name of my function. So I am giving the file name dot handler here. Now I'm going to run this canary once, and here I have to choose the existing role. So here as well, I will use the existing bucket which I had created, which is demo CloudWatch Synthetics bucket. Here, I already created a role for access for and provided access to my S3 bucket and also for running this code. So I am giving CloudWatch Synthetics demo. If you wanted to run the API checks, or if your endpoint is restricted within the VPC, then you have to choose the VPC where the synthetic canaries is going to run. So synthetic canaries in turn creates a Lambda function behind the screen and runs the code which you have provided. Here, I'm going to create canary. Once the canary has been created, you should be able to see the canary is going to run once because I have chosen run once here. So once a canary is been created, we should be able to explore the screenshots which we had provided in our Python code, So here I have created a demo canary here. So the demo canary is created, and let's see if we are able to run this canary. So the canary is stopped and it says it is passed. So click on this demo canary and click on, so if it is successfully run, you should be able to see it here. So the canary run is successful, so I'm able to see it here. So here you have to check the screenshots. So these are the steps which I provided in my Python scripts. So and the screenshot, like I said, if you wanted to see the failed screenshot, you can check this. If you wanted to see the workflow, you can click this. So first it had launched the Chrome and then it had launched the URL. So it navigated to Facebook URL and then it provided the username and the password. So this is the workflow which I had provided. So it did the exactly same thing. So it says that the step is passed. It means it was successfully able to log into my Facebook application using the user ID and password. So this is the logs which it provided, and this is the har file which I have. This is the HTTP request which it made. So now that this canary is successfully created, you should be able to see if the canary is being passed. So we had a demo and explored how to use synthetic canaries. So this is going to help the SREs, cloud engineers, and other developers to proactively monitor the alerts. Synthetic canaries can also be used for detecting the anomaly detection, and also all of a sudden if you have every day, if your traffic flow is like 100 hits and suddenly you have 1,000 hits, you can also create anomaly detection for this purpose. And also you can use a notification to the end user telling that if something is going wrong with your endpoints. So basically, CloudWatch Synthetic can also be integrated with other services like X-rays as well. So to know how the traffic is being flowing. So we saw the demo on the Facebook application. My end note would be like you can use CloudWatch Synthetics to proactively monitor the client before the client complains. Thank